Welcome, Warriors of the Light. Your spirit guide has a very powerful message for you. I was just closing out at the last reading and leading into the new. I will say that in that the after shuffle and the pre-shuffle, a lot of cards came up about union, love, relationships. So we'll see whether that comes through. But I mean, check out the ash, like I accidentally blew on the pawa, we call it, abalone shell, filled with white sage ash. And then look at this, we've got Mars action, passion, Vesta. And I think in one of the recent readings we talked about, you know, laying the past to rest. And there was a message, I believe, from the angel numbers, the angel number book, that came up about either, you know, write down these like what came through in the last reading, these core wounds, write them down and burn them, or bury them, they said. But I kind of feel like maybe burying, because it kind of struck me as like a, not sure about that, because when we do bury, you know, the past, but we also plant a seed by putting it in the earth. So there's something here about releasing, using this fire energy, using the transmutation, alchemical process of flame to kind of transmute and alchemize those wounds from the past rather than burying them in the ground, because I feel like in a way that's like planting a new tree, it's planting a new seed, or at least it's intermingling with this beautiful, passionate new beginning, like filled with like, come on baby, light my fire. That was in a Silver Leaf Tarot. It was one of the picker cards. But this like juice of life, you know, when we're feeling passionate, we're feeling vibrant, we're feeling goal orientated, we're feeling excited, we're feeling hopeful. Such a beautiful feeling of feeling alive here. Passion, Vesta, Mars action. But it all comes from this. It comes from taking that time now. It's a very powerful, powerful time of healing, a healing journey you are on. To the inner child, for sure. Many of us still harboring, and you know, this is no shade, these deep core wounds. You know, they're really hard to shake. They are really hard to shake. So be kind to yourself, because what you're trying to do is release yourself. Oh, main man. Oh, that's where the child was. Release yourself from the harmful effects of the past. Now, when I was clearing up yesterday's reading, I did notice that Emperor, and I did wonder if some of us may have those father wounds. I certainly do. And here he is again to sort of come up, a significant man in your life, be that father, be that you know, a boss, that like your first boss that treated you wrong, treated you badly, or even like abused their power in some way. You know, we've got this main man here. Could be like a relationship with a man that's coming through. These two are the main healing points of healing for this collective, is this inner child healing, core wounds from our childhood, and core wounds to do with a main man, or if it's a partner and you're with woman, it's that main woman, you know, that caused that really deep, very core wound that then journeyed with you. This is what we're being guided to cleanse and clear now. We're being shown fire, we're being shown ash. This will probably leave quite a mess on the table, so I'll do my best to clean it up now, but this has come through for a reason. Let us take the time, especially in this eclipse portal, to write down our fears, to write down our limiting belief systems. Yesterday it was look closer, and there was also this written piece of paper to write down our core wounds. Again, we don't need to relive the trauma, but we can say on the paper what happened to us and how it hurt us, how it harmed us, and also how it then kept repeating in our lives, because we're living in a pattern, and when there's a core wound that hasn't been alchemized, it hasn't been healed, gone through a healing process, it will keep coming up. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong or that you deserve it. It's simply that we live in a pattern, and that pattern will repeat until we are able to reach peace with that core wound. I'm going to tidy this up now, or do my best to. Okay, so one thing that I found with that is that it took longer than I wanted it to. And right before the end of sweeping the ashes up, I really wanted to kind of rush the ending. So what we're being told with that is that the process of healing deeply embedded wounds, thinking about that tree, that father tree of the Emperor card, I don't think I can bring it up, but refer back to yesterday's reading. It's like these wounds, they go deep. Look at them all. 10 of Wands. And they end up creating like a web, a matrix of, root systems, of offshoots, because, the core wound occurred, and then that pattern repeats, and then a new wound is created, and then so it is challenging. It is challenging. There's definitely ways that we can, we don't need to do talk therapy, but you could do if it works for you, particularly with that looking closer and just that more detached looking at the stories of what has occurred in your life. But we can also use plant medicines, hypnotherapy. We can use many ways to access those core wounds and treat them with the kindness that they deserve, because often we can treat our core wounds like a problem. We're like, here it is again, the self-sabotage, the imposter syndrome, the, betrayal of trust in a, I almost couldn't say that because it's quite a strong word, and I am conscious of people being affected by words, but, betrayal of trust in relationships, and yeah, I don't know why I caught on that word of betrayal so badly. It even then shunted me out of the zone, out of the channeling zone. Really interesting. There's something there about then feeling a sense of betrayal of trust, and then building walls, particularly in relationship. Now these ones, after I swept up the ashes of the past, I put it into my plant over here because it felt really significant, felt really important to treat the ashes with respect, to treat, the wounds of the past with respect, with grace, with, a sense of even gratitude for the story, the life story that we've been on, that we are here, that we are alive, that we get to go on this journey, as challenging as it can be at times. And then I was called to open this brand new, fresh new deck. It hasn't been, it's never been shuffled. It's never been out of the deck. It's all in its order. It's an albino weight deck. And we're going to ask for guidance from this brand new, fresh new deck, leading to this action and passion. But we're definitely in the eclipse portal, particularly, of this healing of the past, even the going in there. Because that was something that came up off camera. It popped up into my mind of like, it was actually after the last reading, it was like, yeah, you know, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back into those painful memories. It's like, it hurts. It hurts in there. It's dark and scary in there. I've blocked it out. I've built a wall of sticks so that I don't need to go in there anymore, all of these things. But the invitation is here, that there is a very powerful portal of healing and a portal of awakening on offer to us at this potent time. It is here. Whenever you get this message, it is here for you now. And the two are interlinked. The two are interlinked. This passionate, fiery, gorgeous, filled with Shakti, life force, new beginning is interlinked with the releasing the stories of the past, those past wounds. Oh gosh, healing, the healing work never ends. Thank you. I was wondering when we were going to get, ooh, love this. These are more like, more psychedelic-esque coloured Rider-Waite-Smith. Page of Pentacles is this new beginning. Page of Pentacles can signify learning something new. 10 of Pentacles. So interesting, because 10 of Pentacles is family as well. Learning how to play out a different, healthier story with your own family, with your own relationships, with vulnerable people, you know, in your community, in your care, in your vicinity. There's a chance here to the words are rectify the ills of the past through you choosing new directions. 10-10, it is definitely coming to a close here. These old family stories, these intergenerational traumas, they are coming to an end with you. And this is one of the reasons why you've come and why you came into the family that you did, or you experienced the relationship that you did, or that core childhood wound, was so that you could bring this fresh new seed. The pentacles are seeds. Alchemizing the ills of the past, bringing, you know, the new earth energies, bringing the whole healed Shakti, life force energies into this world, laying the past to rest, because the 10 is also obviously the end of that number sequence, and it's about legacy. Many of us will relate to being the black sheep of a family or the black sheep of a society. You know, the sort of cultural beliefs of a society, the prized, like what is valued in that society. We've come in as something quite different, and that's why often why the sort of the legacy of those past belief systems, those intergenerational traumas, those harmful family systems, relationships, etc. Just then, like that caught in my throat. It's like we were so affected by those wounded attributes of our, you know, family or of our society, so that we took notice. And there was that word again, take notice or look closer. so that we would take notice of them in order to heal them, to offer this new way forward, a more hopeful, more healed, more connected to life force energy way forward. And it's like a way out of this. This is very indicative of intergenerational trauma here. Just stick after stick after stick, you know, creating like a mangled web. Let's see what these are to close out your reading. The Empress. Wow. You're here to bring healing, hope, and luxury, because there's this energy that's been here since the beginning of starting this channel of prosperity. That lot of fortune like would not go away. It's like moving from, and look at these healing waters, transmuting the ills of the past, the core wounds, the painful memories, into a fertile soil in which to plant new seeds. You're an alchemist. You're here to alchemize wounded energies of the land. I'm seeing many of you relate to this, of the land where blood has spilt, where harm was done, ills of the past with this legacy. Many of you are earth angels, are earth healers, for sure. Many of you will resonate with this. It really fires you up. You want to treat Mother Earth, the Empress, with the respect that she deserves and the adoration. Like if you adore someone, you take care of them. You know, you love them. You take care of them, and also you bliss out with them. Like you love being with them. And there's this new seed. There's a passing of the old guard here. But in order for it to pass, we need to alchemize it. We need to transmute it within ourselves with fire, writing it down, setting it alight safely, and then disposing of the ashes safely. Always, you know, be safe in these practices. But it's all to plant this new seed. Oh, temperance. Healing. And because I was like, oh, what is the new seed? Like internally I wanted to know. And it's this balance between our earthly life and our spiritual life. So much of the past wee while on this planet and the human story has all been about money. You know, pentacles can also represent money. It's all been about progress, often at the expense of Mother Earth. There's, you know, raising ancient forests to the ground. There's been a lack of reverence, and we can revere and adore without, you know, idolizing. But like for Aotearoa, for example, when this country, these islands were colonized by people from the British Islands, there was these great, huge, ancient trees called Kōri trees, and they just stood so strong, so ancient, with all that ancient wisdom. They were massive, massive, and not as big as I think it's the redwoods or the sycamores in, I think, North America, but huge, like really huge. And they were like almost all cut down and turned into houses, into wood. There was a lack of respect for the ancient wisdom that those trees held. There are still some Kōri trees. They're very slow growing trees, very ancient beings, and generally they are there because the loggers couldn't get them out with the tools that they had at that time. But there is this changing of the old guard energy, and it's about, look at this, it's not about denying ourselves, you know, creature comforts or pleasures of the material realm. It's about honoring both, and this is what temperance is. Our temperance angel is 1 foot in the spiritual plane. She communes with spiritual energies. She understands energies. She understands currents, frequencies, sound, all of these things, and 1 foot on the earthly plane. She balances the two. She alchemizes the two. And this is what we're moving into. And this is what, in the last reading, in this one, we're being asked to prepare for by addressing these core wounds of the past so that we can step through this portal that's coming into this where we're able to balance. And this is as a human collective on this planet. This is where we're going. This is the seed we are planting, where we love our planet, we adore our planet, we're connected to spiritual frequencies, we could even be in communication with nature, with the souls of nature beings, and we can intermingle and interweave with freedom, with grace, and with love, and with care. Temperance is a healing card. There's healing to the imbalance that is coming in. And I feel like many of you are going to feel this like firing up in yourself in the coming days or weeks or years. I got this fire to bring this new seed or this new way of living with our planet and with all of the beings, interdimensional or physical, all of the beings on this planet in harmony. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to leave this message here. If you enjoy my readings, do like and subscribe. We would love to have you here again.